What is up, peeps? Oh, we need to switch to... There we go, that's more comfortable. Dun 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 dun. Do 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 do.
Oh, hello!
Oh, hello! What is up, dude? Dun 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 do 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 do. Working on the new build. I am working on the new build. Yes, I am. Let's see where we left off. Oh, time to go up here. So when we start getting some more people on the stream, we can do a little bit of discussing about what we watched yesterday. Center the Val Ruins, peeps. Although I don't think it would hurt too bad to go ahead and start discussing what we witnessed. I mean, alright, so basically, Chris Wilson was talking about, you know, hey, this is the state of the game, you know, we know that people are upset with it, you know, blah, 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 you know, where I want the game to be the way I want it, fuck you guys, and... Of course, everybody has their aspect of the game that, like, they are upset with, you know, like, it's at this universally disliked point right now, like... Nobody's happy with anything in the game, you know? So, like, you know, some of the different viewpoints, like hardcore players, like you take your Zizzerids and your Steel Mages and, you know, they're upset because, like, the state of defenses are bad. Like, there's no good defenses anymore, and, like, there's not even a way to get good defenses. Like, it's all offense right now. Then they nerfed all the offense, so, like... You know, it's kind of like, what's the point of, like, you know, putting anything into defense whatsoever? You want to try and put everything you can into offense so you can actually kill things. And then, like, you know, then you have, like, your casual players, like, you know, that just like to create new builds and build guides and stuff like that. Like, unfortunately, I think Nav is going to have a really, like, he's going to be very unhappy with the state that the game's in right now. Like, Nav is going to, like, I know Nav has played it, but... You know, one of the things that Nav really enjoys doing is also creating new player-friendly builds, and you know, builds that can carry you through the end game with little investment. You know, that newer players can really enjoy, and I think that builds like that are gonna struggle really bad. And like, you know, it's kind of the same thing with me. Like, you know, what the enjoyment I get out of my game. When I turn Path of Exile on, what I do for fun is not farming, it's not this super high-end crazy content. what I do for my fun, right, is I create builds that nobody uses. You know, like I take a gem that nobody likes, or or a piece of unique gear that nobody uses, and like I do builds around it, and that's how I enjoy my game. And like that is like one of the things that they've destroyed about this game. Like it's all meta builds right now, and it's almost like that's what they want the game to be, is just, you know, who can create the best meta build, you know, like. And there's no targeted farming, so it's not like you can like. It's not like it's easy to craft really good gear for specific builds anymore. So like, all builds have to work with the same generic principles. Like, you get all your attacks from weapons, all your damage from weapons in the tree. You get as much defenses on gear as you can possibly get, and like, there's no chase unique items anymore. Like, you know, I mean, you can craft, you know, like. I mean, the best weapons in the game you can get for a Chaos Orb, because they're so useless now. I mean, and Chris Wilson in the stream was talking about how hard he's protecting the Headhunter. And, you know, like, yeah, like, because, you know, he likes the idea of chase items, but if you like chase items, like, put uniques that are actually worth using and, like, build enabling, that people could enjoy, like, farming for, and like they're rare, so they have a high cost margin. I don't know, there's just so many things that they're doing that doesn't make any sense right now. And like, poor Dennis, like, Dennis tried to play Path of Exile yesterday on his own without me running with him, you know, and like, he got 5 minutes into Act 1 and he's like, look, I'm done. You know, I can't play this game. It's, for Dennis, this game is legitimately and honestly unplayable. You know, and Dennis is a guy that really enjoys this game. But when you tell a new person there's no way they can get into this game, because like the very first act, which is already legitimately harder for most players, because let's be real, like, most new players, the first time they play Act 1, they have no idea what they're doing. They don't know what skills do what. They don't know what support gems work with what. They don't know, you know, they don't 100% understand how to support your damage skills. They say, oh, okay, this gem might work with this skill. I don't know if it's the best thing for it, but let's try it, you know? And then you take that legitimately hard act, and then you make it even harder. Like, I think it would have been smarter to, like, do, like, if they were going to revamp an act, they should have revamped, like, Act 10 and worked backwards. Like, make Act 10 harder, because by the time this build gets to Act 10, I'm just going to be running through the game anyway. You know? I didn't mean to share all these opinions already. Oh, okay, I can have 10 ethereal knife, or 10 animated weapons now. By the way, this is the concept that I'm trying to work with on this build is going to be ethereal knives and animated weapons. I want to make like a cold conversion animated weapon sort of a deal. Hey Dennis, I was just talking about you. I was just saying about how little pleasure you got out of playing the game last night. And I was saying that, you know, like, Act 1 should be a tutorial. Like the first 10 acts should be a Path of Exile tutorial. That's first of all. Second of all, I know. So, hey Classy. So, you know, like, the first 10 acts should be a tutorial. Now, one thing that I did like that they said was that they recognize that, you know, the acts are tedious, so they're going to try and improve. Dang. Yeah, you don't need 10 acts. Like,
There are monsters about.
And, you know, they don't want to bring it to a point, like they were saying in the Q&A yesterday, they don't want to bring it to a point where, like, you know, you can just skip the acts to create a new character, which I think is asinine. Like, nobody wants to do the same thing over and over and over and over again. Like, with better communication and some video demos, yeah. Yeah, they really could. I'm up to 10 animated weapons now. How many can I have max? 8. Okay, cool. Dang, I get more and more animated weapons as I go along. That's really cool. But I didn't realize like animated weapons scale so quickly. We're skipping the Dread Thicket. But, like, I think that they should have revamped it backwards. Like, I think they should have revamped Act 6, or Act 10 first, and then worked their way back to Act 1. And, like, Act 1 should never, ever, ever have that high of a ceiling of difficulty, because, you know, okay, experienced players, we're going to run through Act 1 anyway, but it's still going to be hard for us, because no build is established in Act 1. Like, there's very few skills that, you know, you can breeze through Act 1 with. And now that they made it even harder, like, even, like, experienced players, people that actually know what they're doing, are having a hard time running through Act 1, you know? But it shouldn't be that hard for new players to get into the game. Like, this isn't Dark Souls. And then, alright, so how did you guys feel about the whole, like, we don't want people killing monsters before they even get on the screen? Like, I can agree with that. Like, yeah, more engaging monster mechanics, but at the same time, like, you have to be able to let people get enough defenses to take the monsters on without dying, which they're not allowing us to do. Like, defenses are a real problem in Path of Exile right now. It's not worth, you know, there's no way to invest enough in defenses to make, you know, to make harder fights, you know, worth fighting, I guess. I'm creating the new meta right here, Xanthem. This here is going to be the new meta. Animated weapons are the new meta. You heard it here first. When this build is done and we morph it and shape it, yep, animated weapons. That's the new meta right here. I called it. Same feeling as before. Don't mind you nerfing me, but then Murph can't engage with content and mobs when I'm dead. Exactly. Or at least like, let us make it possible to engage and not die with the new content, right? Like, off screen that I shouldn't be killed from us. Exactly. Yeah, like and you know, you should know what killed you when you die, like, because you can't build defenses or you can't build around not dying if you don't even know what killed you. Like, and that's another thing, like, 90% of the time you don't realize what it was that killed you. You'll just look up and boom, dead. And you'll be like, alright, well, that happened, that was a thing. Those wonderful one-hits. Oh, man. One-hit wonders, bro. So Dennis, if you could sit down and talk to Chris Wilson for, you know, half an hour, what are some things that you, as somebody who's not an overly experienced, come on, I can't dodge, I couldn't get out of there. who's not an overly experienced Path of Exile player, somebody who's new to the game, what were some things that you felt were hard to deal with? Lower amount of projectiles for a start and make those projectiles more impactful, so I know how to... Yeah, exactly. Oh, hold on one sec, guys. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. There is a tutorial. Yeah, he's right. There is a tutorial. It's literally called Act 1 through 10. And it's terrible. You know, of course there's tooltips and all that stuff, but you know, some people may disagree with me that that Acts 1 through 10 are the tutorial, but I really believe that Acts 1 through 10 are the tutorial because you have to go through them as a new player every time. Tutorials should be able to be skipped. Though that's the other thing that sucks.
Need your aid.
Just
Oh, hello!
Hey, Bubs. Yeah, I mean that's not really the tutorial. That's more just, you know, hey, this is what this is. This is what this is. You know, you better figure it out real quick because you're gonna die a lot. Have fun. Love, Chris. What's going on, Bubs? Tell us about so next week's Q&A is gonna be gonna have Mathel and Zizarin and things like that in it, so that will be an interesting watch next week. Oh my god. Already talking about hard mode. I mean, I like the idea of try hard mode. I don't think they should call it hard mode. I think that's the stupidest name ever. That should be what hardcore is, and they should make hardcore veteran mode or something, you know, standard veteran hardcore. You know, that naming nomenclature. Yeah, I don't think he brought it up enough. He seems really excited about it. I honestly don't even think he really plays the game. But I do like the idea of there being a harder game mode, because people really enjoy things like the Gauntlet. Hardcore is the try hard mode. Nomenclature, yeah. It's super duper try hard mode. I mean, not really. I mean, it's hard, but you know, it's still really easy to get a lot of the things you need, and crafting is still kind of pretty simplistic at that level. So this hard mode is supposed to be rough, you know, if it's what he was explaining, then you can barely craft, you know, you don't get very good drops. It's the worst possible scenario ever. It's like me playing hardcore. And it's not going to fix the game at all. All it's going to do is bring on a host of new things they have to fix and deal with. Also, one of the things I took away from the stream was this league is done. They're calling this league a failure. They're moving on to the next league. They're not going to fix anything with it. You know, since we're talking about that's not going to fix a game, at this point they're just calling this league a failure, and there's not going to be a whole lot. Yeah, 3.15. They're going to take their losses and move on. You know, hey, the big time streamers are bored with it already. Everybody's complaining. Everybody's mad. There's no way we can fix this in a sizable window and still be ready for, you know, 3.16. Yeah. So I guess it's kind of a, you know, pray for the best with the next league sort of a deal, you know? Appreciate all the things we have in normal mode, which I think is BS. On that point, absolutely. Like, it's kind of like stop complaining because you could have it a lot worse. Let us show you how much worse it can be. And then the league mechanic. The problem with this league is not the league mechanic. Like, I do like the league mechanic. I don't interact with it, and when I'm, when I'm going through the acts, because I don't really want to deal with it right now, especially while I'm, experimenting with a new build. Yeah. But, yeah, I don't think the league mechanic is really the problem people are having with 3.15. I think it's the fact that so many, like, Chris spent... League mechanic is better than Ultimatum. Yes, it's way better than Ultimatum. I miss Ritual. But it is better than Ultimatum. So, Chris was talking about, build diversity and how fun it was to see all these builds, like, be unique and blah, 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 and they did all this really cool stuff, and we like seeing, cool builds that nobody else is doing, and people using weapons that nobody used, and blah, 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 but then, like, they absolutely destroyed, what makes a lot of interesting builds tick, which is still an issue for me that I don't think was discussed enough in that Q&A, was... like how these broad sweeping like mana nerfs and things like completely destroyed some people's favorite builds. Which league was the first circle one? Was it? How long ago? With like, I think Ritual was the first circle one, wasn't it? Yeah, 3.13. No, Ritual was 3. Yeah, 3.13 was Ritual. I really like Ritual. That's been one of my favorite leagues so far. Well, if you don't like it, you can always play hard mode. Uber bad. I can't wait to get a Predator so that I can make all my little dudes attack the dadgum target. I've never seen a Val area in the about 2 weeks from now, Chris, I'll see you for even more questions, but I'll focus on the softcore trade perspective. That'll be cool. The biggest problem with softcore trade is the reliance on bots, and like, I wasn't really talked about much, but like I'm talking about the actual trade. Like, there's so many bots so that people can, just interact at all with the. And like, what my takeaway from what he said was, hey, bots suck, but okay, it works, so let people deal with it. That's like legitimately what I heard. Yeah. I don't think bots are the answer. I think they should still try and keep bots out of the game. I just think that, like, we've discussed this before, right? Like, okay, they still want people to see, like, they still want people to see your league mechanic or your MTXs, right? So why would it be such a terrible thing to like once I activate like once I put an item for trade, right? You should add their own bot. Well, I mean, kind of. Okay, what I would love to see is something kind of like that. Okay, so let's say I go into trade and then I log out, right? If I have items in trade, like my character stands like this in their hideout, and everything from this point on is automated. Like, you whisper to me what you want, the trade happens, it moves on. Like, either that or, like, yeah, just, like, make a GGG authorized trade bot. You know? I really want Grave Pact. But I also think that Sacrifice would be really good to keep my zombies alive longer, and then I can go straight into Spiritual Command, which would also do kind of the same thing as Grave Pact was, but it would give me the increase and decrease. So we're going to go here first. So we're going to work our way to Sacrifice. I'm also going to get Minion Leech, which will make them live longer. And yeah, one more passive point and my zombies will be able to regenerate their health, which will be huge. But yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing like a GGG vendor bot, or at least unattended markets, right? Okay, do I have 9 now? Still 8. Okay. You know, unattended trade. Like that's what I want to see. Like, you know, I don't think an auction house is the way to go. Hey, and now we have a message from our sponsor, T-Rob 2009 1995 07. Thank you for the sponsor announcement. Why can't I open this door? Because there's a basket in the way? There we go. Oh, I need somebody to be a moderator. PTYY and Bubs, I know you guys are already moderating a lot of channels. Would you guys mind being my moderators? Cool. I will do that right now. I have so many people watching my stream. I'm just gonna, you know, hopefully they get my personal info. I do want to become famous. Oh, what's this? Oh, hey, I got gifted the Steel Mage. Oh, I thought I was fighting. Want to become banned? Ask Super Bubs. Alright, we're gonna go Chanel. Oh, it's me! Nobody wants to see me! Creator dashboard, that's what I meant to go to. Community. Roles manager. Alright, this guy doesn't ever go on anymore, but we will add him to... Oh, I got VIP. I need to add people to VIP. PTYY is going to be added to take it away from VIPP and Maiden Monitor. Alright, add new. Super Bubs. Super Buns. Ah! Moderator. Save. Alright, let's see. Classy Clown. Where is Classy Clown? I gotta scroll up to find your name. 13. Classy Clown 13. Oh, you're right there. VIP. Save. Add new. Sweet Chunks. Diesel Fumes. Diesel. Fumes. VIP. Save. Who else is on chat with me? I know, I saw it. I'm sorry. I was late to the party. Who else is on stream with me right now? Whoever's on stream with me, automatic VIP. I think that's it. I think I got everybody. Reason? Period. Boom! Oh yeah, let's... I died. It's not funny. That's not funny. Alright, well, yeah, let's add Hashiro. Roles manager, add new. Hashiro. Oh, Hashiro! I think this is him, right? VIP. Save. There we go. Resurrected checkpoint. Oh, my zombies are dead. And I got no knives. I got no animated weapons. I haven't seen Daniela. When I see Daniela next, I will VIP her live. I haven't seen, and it's Deanella, isn't it? Wait, where I need to go, where am I even? Close enough. I want a VIP Vixen too. So as soon as I actually see them on the stream again, I will VIP the mess out of them. Do I have all my zombies? Yeah, okay, we can just go to the Apex now. I need Predator Mark. I need Predator Mark. I love coming back from editing roles and I'm just sitting there dead. It's like, hey boss, I don't know if you noticed, but you are dead. I tell you what, bossing on this feels really good. I think Predator Mark will make it feel even better.
A pity.
That was not a bad Val Oversaul fight at all. Alright, Act 3 is when we start getting death to Smoochie. Yeah, I need to start looking out for 4 links. Actually, that could probably use that. So, anyways, Dennis, as a new player who played the game last night without any kind of like assistance from me or anything like that, how did the first act feel? Like, I know you only got to the coast, and my game crashed. Yes, that is true. Mud flap rip easy. At least my game crashed when I entered the town.
Tread carefully.
Mud flap rip. Wait, Dennis, did you make it to the mud flaps? Did you even see the mud flaps?
You looking sharp?
Grand. Greater. Superior. Oh my god. I think it's because I was unprepared. Yeah. But I mean, still, like, the feeling of, like, the feeling of being new in a game and, like, having such a hard time, like, it's the worst.
Stay out of the shadows.
Need something? Be careful.
Oh, level 28. That guy with Flame Dash kept killing me. Yeah, he's not nice. So I'm not going to be on this isn't going to be a very long stream today, by the way, guys, because I've got to take my fiance to a doctor's appointment here soon. So I just wanted to come on and spend some time with y'all. You put your stuff in stash and deleted character. That's how mad I was. Well, I would like to see you try the game, like, you know, spend more time with it. But this time when you go into it, like I've always told you, go in with some sort of a plan. Like, I need to turn this into a build guide for you and let you see if you can follow it and see how you do with it, or at least create a build guide just for you, and that would be, you know, you follow it and see how well I write guides, so that, you know, you can give me some pointers on how to make it better. Yeah. By the way, Dennis, I gotta go to Phoenix City first thing in the morning when I get off of work. Well, see, that's why, you know, I mean, I know this is gonna sound redundant, but except minions. Yeah, that's kind of why you plan ahead a little bit. Like, if you know you're gonna create a bow build, right? Like, what skill did you use? Oh, because I have the second interview for the position I was telling you about. Did I tell you about that? I don't know if I told you about that. But, like, if you're gonna do a bow build, right? Obviously, you'd want to spec into bow things. Oh, alright, I'll tell you about it.
When you build something like this, you make persecution a way of life.
So what skill did you try to use last night that you died on the mud flaps with? And do you know what skill you'd like to use at some point? That's more of a question. Alright, look at my zombie self start to build back up now. I was using two-handed sword and I was using dual double strike and something else with blood draw. Blood draw.
Hurry, there are monsters about.
Well, maybe picking a... Dadgummit. I wasn't paying attention, I was watching the chat. Maybe, like, following a build guide. Chance of bleeding. Oh yeah, chance to bleed. Yeah, that's a support gem. I don't need it. I don't actually need to do the trial of ascendancy. Man, I am more tired than usual today. And I gotta drive all the way to Dothan. Sucks to be me. Well, in the first act, you don't really want to stand still for too long anyway. Even in really good circumstances. Like, let's say you had like, twink gear and stuff like that. Like, I'm taking care of her. Calm down.
There she is, my work in progress. Let's see if Rayclast has been good to you. Enough of this.
Knock your grandma!
Alright. That is gonna be it for today's stream, guys. I'm sorry. I've gotta leave for Dothan here real soon, so I'm gonna get changed and things like that. Flame Dash guy and a horde of zombies cornered me. Aw, feels bad, man. Sag. I will probably stream again this afternoon around the same time that I did yesterday, if I get some sleep before then. If not, I will be streaming tomorrow at about what would be about 2 hours from now is when I'll probably be streaming tomorrow morning. So, alright guys, if I see y'all later, awesome. If not, hey, thank you for joining the stream. Love you guys, and we will catch you next time. If anybody wants to use the buy thing, go ahead and throw it on there.
Bye, Felicia. Bye, Felicia. Bye, Felicia.
Alright. Later, guys.